What the heck is this purple whale doing? So hello there, the DML Facebook page posted this image of this purple whale with some sort of shop on its back around about 8 hours ago, and it says a gigantic figure approaches, what could this be? And then their little comment on the side says, stay tuned to learn more, the next week will be full of surprises. So that makes it sound like there is going to be more stuff coming next week, and new stuff at that. So we may be getting a new update, possibly within the next 2 weeks from the sounds of it. But obviously the main question is, what exactly is this whale doing? And what is it about? It's below the ship that you see at the bottom left hand side of the main island. But this whale, obviously it is just a gigantic purple whale, which is adorable by the way. The blowhole is very huge. But this shop sort of thing on the back here, there's a symbol of a little sack. And I have seen a few people saying, is this trading in-game? Is this a new goods service where we can trade resources for, I don't know, special stuff? Is this somewhere that we can put new dragons? I don't know. I don't know about the last one because, I mean, the symbol on the actual front is like a sack, which makes me think that maybe it's got something to do with goods, items, or resources of some kind. But this little whale boat, I have to say, is it just going to be stationary, or will it, like, circle around the main island? If it actually circled around the island, or, like, in the ocean, I think that would be really cool. But you know, they do say next week, so I imagine that we'll be getting confirmation, more news and whatever within that next week. So I guess we can't assume too much at this point. Obviously, they've tried to not give as much information as physically possible, but what do you think? I do think it has something to do with new items or something like that, or I don't know, trading of resources, but could really be anything. So, you know, take it from me, I am not going to assume all too much, but definitely interesting. I mean, why is it a whale anyway? Is it something to do with underwater themed stuff? Is it a new battle thing? I don't know. Again, I am just spouting off a ton of different possibilities that we have no confirmation of. So yeah, just below this boat here, it would be like just to the left from what they've shown in the picture. So we'll see. We'll see. But definitely a cool little image. I just want to see him like swimming around here so bad. But regardless, apart from that, we don't have anything else too noteworthy that is happening in DML itself, but we do have the new Perfectly Pink event coming tomorrow, and I don't know if there's a confirmation on the exact time that is coming tomorrow, but in all likelihood it's probably like midday or like 4 PM-ish. Well, GMT +1 is where I am, so that's going from my time. So don't just be like, oh, 4 PM in Venezuela, sure, because that will probably not work out too well for you. Alas, you know, we have been getting a lot of new stuff lately in DML, so you can't really say that they aren't bringing out a lot of new things and making lots of changes to the game, because at the end of the day, just think about it, they could just sit here and just leave us with the base game, and then where would be the fun? So, the fact that we are getting a ton of events may be stressful. I may not even bother with some of them, like the Dragon's Delight event, but if you want to think on a positive note, at least we are getting pretty frequent updates and new stuff, so it's good. In some ways, good and bad in some others, but overall, I want to know what this whale's about. It's just so weird. Like, it's a dragon game. Why do we have a massive whale boat coming? Not that it's a bad thing, because, I mean, we have an entire island that is just on the back of a turtle. So, I don't know. Very weird stuff overall in DML. I mean, if they're going to introduce some new dragons, potentially, maybe maybe the next update will be the update where we get some new breedables, like regular breedable dragons. Like, I'm talking about maybe some more commons or uncommons or some more rares. I mean, there's nothing for me to base that on that it will happen, but I have hope and prayer that that could happen. I just want to turn the sound down a little bit. I don't know what it is, but when I wear earphones, sometimes just having it like 20% higher kills me. It gives me a headache. I don't know, maybe something's wrong with me. Probably. Probably, definitely. But, I don't know. I mean, for now, we'll keep working on our Enchantment League stuff, getting a Lantern Dragon enchanted, and getting a Hermes Dragon here enchanted as well. You know, it's a long process that I've been complaining about for probably the last month or so of having to do it. But at the end of the day, it will only help us in the long run. So I don't really have a right to complain. Because, I mean, I could just not do my enchantment fights and then just not enchant my stuff. And then, whose fault is it but my own? Exactly. No one's. I do wish the Enchantment League wasn't so incredibly grindy, though. Like, if there wasn't a limit to the amount of times you could refight due to, like, energy and that, it wouldn't be so bad. But the fact that sometimes you finish a fight and then you have to wait 2 hours to use your dragon again, that's the thing that gets annoying after a little while. Obviously, though, this game does operate off of timers and waiting and being annoying like that because it's a mobile game, so, you know, we kind of signed up for this when we started playing. I mean, if you don't like timers in video games, why would you be playing this to begin with? You know, that doesn't make any sense. Like, if this game, you just don't like the concept of having to wait for a breed and then you complain about, I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's been like this since the first breed. Even having to wait like a minute for a breed to happen is annoying. I just want it all. I just want to be able to sit down and play the game for like, I don't know, 18 hours straight or something. But I am not allowed to do that. That's the same reason why in live streams people go, play more DML, play more DML. I'm like, I've already played DML. Like, do you not understand the concept of portal energy being a thing? Like, if I could play the game for longer than, like, 20 minutes at a time, sure, I would do it, because then I'd be max level, I'd have all the resources I ever needed, but you're not allowed to do that. So, I don't know why people get so antsy in their pantsies when I say, look, it is literally impossible for me to do that. I don't know. I guess it's the thing. People just think that there is an endless amount of energy that you can use within this game whenever they want to watch it. It's not like as soon as you do your 6 dungeon fights in a day, you literally can't do the dungeon anymore or anything. No, that definitely isn't how it works. Not that you really need the dungeon tokens for that much after a certain point, though. Because when was the last time we actually spent our dungeon tokens on something? Like, a year and a bit ago now? Something like that? Which does also go to say, maybe that whale could be dungeon dragons. Very unlikely since it's not on the map, but still a possibility, so I'm not gonna shut down that it is possible. Although, in this next update, whatever is happening, there has to be more habitat space given. There absolutely has to be. There is no excuse anymore. They said that they were working on it. If it doesn't come out in this next update, I think I may just boycott this game for like a month. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but, you know, that's what I'd want to do if there was no fix for a very, very bad issue that is currently ongoing. It has to get fixed in this next update, otherwise I am going to start to lose major faith in, you know, this game's continuation. So, I hope and pray that perhaps something else that they tease within the next week or so is going to show us that. If it doesn't, well, ripperonis. Is all I have to say. Just rest in major peace. I just want somewhere to put all my inventory dragons. I want to put my glamorous dragon down. I want to put the terracotta dragon down. I want to put the other duplicates that I have down. Why is that such a hard thing to understand? They can't even help me get more gold or anything. Like, I understand they don't want more habitat space at certain levels because they don't want people to earn way too much. But by doing that, all that's happening is you literally can't own the dragons that are in the game. Like, have you ever heard of a collector game where you literally can't house all of the things that you're supposed to be able to collect? Personally, I don't think I have. Or at least not in a good game. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm just ranting and raving a little bit too much today. So I will stop for now. I'm going to keep continuing on with this clan stuff. And, you know, without VIP, you definitely feel the difference. Because you don't get those auto battle tickets, you don't get as much energy. And it just takes so much longer to level up every time. Like, we have level 150 to get to. Another 30 levels, that will probably be like another 2 years worth of leveling up. Maybe even more than that, if I don't have VIP active. So, you know, it is what it is. But we will deal with it as it comes day by day. I will be here to help you out as much as we can. And hopefully I'll have some videos out on some little tip videos, especially for some newer players soon. But, I mean, be on the lookout for that, I suppose. But anyways, for now, you know, thank you very much for watching. I want to know what this is. Let me know what you think. But until next time, I will see you then.